Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
One day, I was taking a train on the way to campus, watching a show on Netflix. I was in my own world until I found the funniest part of the show and laughed kind of loudly on the crowded train. At the time, I looked around to make sure nobody noticed my laugh, but realized that someone was staring at me. Oh wow, this is so embarrassing. He's staring at me. And 5 minutes later, he was still looking at me. And 10 minutes later, he kept doing the same thing. Okay, this is so weird. What's wrong with him? And I just realized that what he had been staring at was not my face, but my breast. His eyes stayed on my breast until we got off the train. I couldn't stop feeling like I am a doll or a sexual object on a display, and I kept saying in my mind, why are you sexualizing me? When I got to campus, I talked about this awkward situation to some of my friends, but what they said to me was very unexpected, and I was so shocked. I think it's your fault that you're wearing clothes which act on your breast. Of course they'll feel like staring at you. You just gotta stop wearing this sort of clothes, It made no sense to me that I was not allowed to wear what I wanted to wear. I feel so ridiculous that my body was sexualized for the sake of a stranger, and now I have to change my style to protect myself from his sexual desire? Have you guys ever experienced something like this before? You could be me, or you could be a man looking at my boobs. I guess most of you here, many girls, don't feel uncomfortable being talked about your body in a sexual way or being made fun of it in the public. And also I feel that many guys never think there's something wrong with believing that guys' sexual desire is always beyond anyone's control. But personally, I have some questions for this opinion. So today I'm here to talk about the act of depicting women in the world which have great influence in our society. This is a very significant and controversial topic for all of us here because we are the one who will change our society for the better. You might think like, oh, your breasts don't seem to deserve discussion, or you're such a radical feminist, you gotta chill. But sorry, please give me 6 more minutes to change your perspective and help you realize something has to be changed. So, the term male gaze is referring the act of looking at women as an erotic object of heterosexual male desire. I guess all of you here already know that over the history, women's bodies have been sexualized and commodified, and their thoughts, feelings, and their sexual drives have been ignored in a male-dominated society. Every TV show, fashion magazine, art, and Hollywood movie and advertisement commodify a woman's body as an erotic object by sexualizing them. For instance, there is a long history of male artists painting naked women, but there are only few female artists painting naked men. Sexual body image idealized by male viewers took away women's autonomy from their rights. At the same time, because it has labeled people's sexuality, those who are not categorized as heterosexual are alienated from a social standard. Here is one critical thing. It is not only men looking at women with the lens through which heterosexual male view the world, but also women look at themselves with this male gaze. Here is an example. So I have a lot of friends who are struggling with their body image and scoring themselves really low every time they open Instagram. Looking at pretty girls, they said, "Oh, I wish I had big boobs like her." Or, "Oh, look at these pretty girls at the beauty pageant. It is so unfair that God made somebody incredibly beautiful and others, like me, that's trash." Every time I hear this common body image struggle, it made me think of who those girls are trying to be and what audience. So, I think if you think like there's no easy way to figure out how much our body images are affected by male gaze. However, there's some suggestions for all of you here, which will help you question this toxic culture. First of all, in order to change the concept of male gaze, we all have to be aware that media especially has a great influence in controlling this idea. When you watch movies, for instance, you realize that audiences are forced to view women through the point of view of heterosexual male gaze, even if they are heterosexual women or homosexual men. So when you take a moment and slowly think of every type of media you use and every part of media you see, you clearly see that heterosexual women, heterosexual homosexual men, and homosexual women's idea, thoughts, feelings are completely ignored and being invisible. Here is another suggestion for girls. Don't let people judge your beauty. As I said before, I've been feeling like there are so many girls who cannot be confident about how they look to others and underestimate themselves. I used to be one of them. But we have to stop looking at ourselves through guys' eyes, sexualizing our body. You don't have to have big boobs or nice butt, it doesn't matter whether you have slim waist or not. There's no point to struggle with something which makes you feel so uncomfortable. This is because you are always worth it and perfect from bottom to the top without being judged by someone else. Finding your own beauty and being yourself will definitely help you embrace your body and become more confident. I really wish that everyone here will be set free by the idea of male gaze, the way women are looked at in everyday life. And eventually there will be greater choice for women to be beautiful in their own way. Thank you.